hair together in like 5 seconds and I think it looks pretty Gucci, so like we're gonna roll with it. I've missed you guys like so much. Like, as most of you know, I had surgery on both of my legs and so I couldn't like walk for probably like a month. I think it's been about a month since I've had my surgery. I'm almost fully recovered. I can't wait until I can like do normal things because basically I've been stuck in my house for like a month and it's getting really boring. So I figured that I would pick up my camera, well, put it on a tripod and film a video today. So let's get to it. So I want to start a new series that's like top 10 items to bring on like vacation, or like top 10 advice tips for like freshmen or something. Like, I just want to start a new series where I do like top 10 things. And so this is my first video in my series, and I've noticed that my cruise videos have been getting a lot of attention on here. So I figured for today's video that I would do the top 10 items to bring on a cruise. So if you've never been on a cruise, I'm here to help you with what you should bring on a cruise. So the very first thing that I recommend is to bring a carry-on with you. So whenever you first get on the port, you check in and you check in your bags, and people take away your bags. So you're not going to get your luggage, you're not going to have like chargers, you're not going to have like your makeup, a swimsuit, you're not going to have anything. But you are allowed to bring one carry-on with you. I've seen people take more, but I've only ever taken one because that's all I've ever needed. But you're allowed to take one carry-on with you. I recommend bringing like a backpack or something, or like a purse. I usually bring my purse and my backpack because nobody ever said anything to me. For me, I always bring a swimsuit. I always bring my phone and my charger. If you want to bring like your camera or something, if you want to take pictures, you could put that in there. And I always bring my makeup. And so this step is like really, really crucial, and I'm going to tell you why. So the past couple times that I've cruised, my luggage has not gotten to my room for a couple hours. Like, it didn't get there a couple times for maybe like 7 p.m., like 8 p.m. And it's never gotten there any later than 8 p.m. But I mean, that's kind of like a crucial time when you're gonna go out and you want to go do things. I always learn to pack my makeup. If you're going, like if you're under the age of 18, you can go to like the teen club, or if you're over the age of 18, you can go to the adult club, or if you want to go to dinner or something, you're not gonna have your makeup. And for me, it takes me like, I don't know, an hour or two to get ready, depending on, you know, what I'm doing. I recommend bringing your makeup because if your luggage gets there late, and let's say the club opens at like 9, and let's say your luggage gets there at like 8 p.m. You're only gonna have an hour to do your makeup, to do your hair, to get ready, to change your outfit. So if you do your makeup, that's like a big portion for me. So if I do my makeup and get that out of the way, then all I have left to do is my hair and my outfit. So I do recommend doing that. So the next thing is that if you have Spotify or Apple Music, or if you have some kind of like alternate music source for your phone, I recommend downloading these songs onto your phone. And this is because whenever you leave port, you have to put your phone on airplane mode, or you're going to get like thousands of dollars worth of charges on your account, because whenever you're in the middle of the sea, it's going to be constantly roaming, constantly looking for a tower to hit off of. So do turn your phone on airplane mode. And if you save your music to your phone, you will have music on your phone. And I like to listen to music while I'm getting ready, or you know, if I'm laying out and I want to listen in my headphones. So it's a really good thing to have music, and I definitely 100% recommend downloading this song onto your phone because you'll have music for your trip. I actually made a playlist. I went to the Bahamas on my cruise, my last one, and I made a Bahamas playlist, and if you want me to share that with you guys, I can put it in the description down below, so you guys can check that out. So the third thing I recommend bringing is a small purse that you can carry around on the ship. Something small like this, like you could put it on your shoulder, you could put it, you know, sideways like this. And this is like going to be your best friend on your cruise, because you're not going to want to carry around a book bag unless if you're going to like the pool or something. And this can keep all of your things that are like essential to you. Like you could put your phone in here, you could put, I don't know, like seasickness medication, you could put your headphones, you could put like lipstick, makeup, whatever you need. This is going to be your best friend. And you also have to keep your sail and sign card, which I believe is your room key as well on the Carnival ships. So you don't ever want to lose that, and you can keep it in here and it's going to be safe. The next thing that I recommend bringing is cash. And you don't have to bring a bunch of cash, but for me, I usually bring around $100 because whenever you get on the ports, you can go shop and you can go, you know, if you're 18, you can go buy alcohol, you can go just buy things and have a good time on your port. And so, yes, I do recommend, a lot of times they don't take credit, they only take like cash. So that's gonna become handy whenever you need to buy something. And they do have little safes. Like I always keep my money in my safe. I don't ever put it in my purse or anything because I just don't trust people. But yeah, so they have little safes in the room. You can put your money in there. You can put, you know, any valuables that you want to put in this safe, and you just lock it up and it's safe until you go on port. And like I said, you don't need to bring $100. I just like to bring $100 because I'm 18, so I like to go and get a drink. I like to go shop. I do a lot of shopping. If you're going on a Bahamas cruise and you're out of Maryland, I recommend saving all of your money for shopping on Freeport because Turks and Caicos doesn't have a lot of areas that you can shop, and it's very, very expensive on there. So if you go to Freeport, you can, there's like thousands of like little like huts that people have, and they're like local people, so they sell their things there, and it's so cool to talk to them. But yeah. Number 5 is that you should bring 2 fancy outfits, because I know on Carnival ships they have at least 2 fancy dinner nights, and if you go to like the seated dining area where it's like a designated time that you get there, then yes, you have to wear a fancy outfit to these areas because, you know, it's like a captain's dinner or whatever, and they're not gonna let you in if you're wearing like shorts, if you're wearing like a tank top, if you're wearing like something like this, you can't go in. You can either bring like a little sundress kind of thing like this, you can wear some heels, or you can go like all out and be super fancy. I've seen girls wearing like prom dresses there. Like, people don't care, like you can wear whatever you want. For me, I personally like to dress up, and so I'll insert a picture if I can find it. I wore like this long white dress, and it was like a one shoulder and had like a choker to it, and I wore some heels and I did my hair all big. So I don't know, it's a fun time. If you don't plan on going to like the seated dinner, you don't have to dress up because, you know, you could always go to the buffet, you can order room service. So if you do not plan on going to the dinner, you do not have to bring fancy outfits. Number 6 is that even though it's probably going to be hot on your cruise, I definitely recommend bringing like a sweatshirt or like a crew neck and a pair of sweatpants, because 1, it could either rain on your trip and it could be really cold, which happened to me once, and 2, in the mornings whenever you're like coming out of your bed and you want to go get breakfast, the inside of the ship is, they always keep it like super cold, like it's always freezing, and I, like a majority of the time when I'm inside the ship, I'm wearing like a crew neck and some shorts or something because it's so cold in there. Like when you're getting your breakfast, you don't want to be like freezing, you know what I mean? So yes, I recommend bringing like a sweatshirt or a pair of sweatpants, just something to keep you warm just in case like rain would happen or you get cold. Number 7 is that I recommend you bring lots of gum packages, because I mentioned this in my tips for teens, my cruise edition, so if you guys want to check out that video, you can check it out in the description down below. There will be a link there. But yeah, I recommend bringing packages of gum because I am like a gum addict. Like, I have to be chewing gum all the time. I don't know why. I just love chewing gum. I think I brought only like 1 pack, and I was like, oh, like this is gonna be fine. Like it's gonna, you know, last me the whole trip. Honey, was I wrong? I figured that they would have gum in like the shops or whatever. They don't. And so if you go into like the little shops that they have on Carnival, like on the ships or whatever, they don't carry gum. And I asked, and I guess it's because of like a safety hazard, which I don't know how or why, but if you guys want to look into that, feel free, because I don't know why. The thing they do have is mints though, so if you have like bad breath or something, then they do have mints, so that was a fail. Number 8 is that you should pack more than 1 swimsuit. So bring a couple swimsuits, bring a one-piece, just bring a couple swimsuits, and you're gonna thank me for that, because let's say you make some friends on your cruise and you want to go to the hot tub or you want to go swimming with your friends on the ship, then you're going to want to need more than 1 swimsuit, because you're not going to want to keep putting on the same swimsuit that is wet. You know what I mean? Like, you ever put on a wet swimsuit and it just like feels gross? Like, you're not going to want that. And whenever you go into different ports, you're going to want to be swimming in the water, obviously. So, and ports are back to back, so bring an extra swimsuit. You'll thank me in the end, and if this video helps you, leave a comment down below because I would really like to know. Number 9 is that you should bring a lanyard, or you could buy a lanyard in the shops. I personally didn't need a lanyard because I just used my purse, but if you don't want to carry around a purse, or you're a guy or something, then you can get a lanyard, and this is going to help you because you can put your room key in there, and if you lose your room key, it's like a very big hassle to getting a new one. And I lost my room key, and there's like, the lines for guest services are like, literally they're like 2 hours long, and I had to wait in this like 2 hour long line while my friends were all having fun in the pools and whatever. So you want to keep your room key on you at all times because that's like your source of income on your ship. That's like the way to get into your room. Like, that's like everything you need is on that card. Number 10 is that you should bring like 3 to 4 different pairs of shoes. Some might argue with this, but I have a valid reason. So, whenever you're on ports or you're just walking around on the ship, you're obviously going to want flip-flops because it's going to be really hot. Like, if you go in like July or something, or like June or August, like, it's going to be hot. Like, you're not going to want to wear like sneakers, you're not going to want to wear heels around on the ship. So, bring a pair of flip-flops. That's like the main thing. Like, bring flip-flops, bring sandals, something. The next one is that you should bring a pair of sneakers. These are just my Vans, and wow, they're literally backwards, like, hello, but no, yeah, these are just my Vans. You can bring whatever pair of sneakers you want, but they do like little activities around on the ship, so if your feet get tired from wearing your flip-flops, you can switch them out to your Vans or whatever. Sneakers do make cute outfits too, so. And you're also going to want to bring a pair of like heels or like some fancy shoes, because if you do go to the fancy dinner nights, then you're going to want to like dress up, you're going to want some heels. Like, personally, I brought like 5 or 6 pairs of shoes. I think I brought like a couple pairs of sandals, like 2 pairs of sneakers, and like 3 pairs of heels. Didn't need them all, so I recommend only bringing like 3 pairs of shoes because there's no need for all those shoes, honey. And you're only like limited to a certain amount of space in your suitcase, and you're not going to want to fill them up with shoes, you know what I mean? So that is all for my top 10 items that you should bring on your cruise with you. And if this helped you out at all, if you gained some new knowledge, give this video a great big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, if you want to see more like top 10 items or something around that kind of series, make sure you subscribe, and I will be sure to give that content for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!